I'm gonna fix this lighting. Ew. It's not what I want. Okay, hello. How are y'all tonight? Introduce yourself when you come on. I'm going to talk about our top 10 items that you think you should pack when you're going on a cruise. So I think it's important to consider the context of this question. So I would say let's just do general. It doesn't matter if you do a short cruise or a long cruise. We'll just talk about in general some items that you think that you must have when you go on a cruise. I have my list, and then I also have a list from the internet. I actually just Googled the top 10 items to pack when I'm traveling on a cruise, and I pulled up actually a website from Royal Caribbean this time, and to just I'll share those thoughts with you. Hi, how are you doing? Is it Amaret? Did I pronounce that right? Beautiful name, beautiful name. Two A's in the building. Have you cruised before? And if so, tell us about like what line you've been on. And everybody else out there, if you want to participate, feel free to. You don't have to, but we like to, chat when we're doing live streams on this channel. And we want to share. So I want to hear from you and know what your like items you want to take on a cruise. So I think what I'm going to start off with, like, I don't know if you've seen the video I posted probably last year on like my cruise packing list. It's like a overly organized list of things I would take on a cruise. That's something I actually started on the very first cruise that I went on. And I would say that even although I might like use it as a suggestion list now of things I want to pack just to remind myself, I don't use it all the time just because I'm kind of a seasoned cruiser now. I know what I want to take. I know what's important to me, and I know what I really don't need. And so I remember my very first cruise in 2013. I packed a ridiculous amount of things for a 5-day cruise. I packed some items that are not typical, or I was just reading every list online, and so it was complicated. But I took, I think, duct tape, um, like I took like enough shoes for all these different outfits, and I didn't wear all those shoes. That was kind of a waste of space. I took, what other thing I think? Oh, like, your air freshener. I took like all those things. There's just a long list of stuff. I'm trying to think of the stuff that I know was really unnecessary. I just remember having two big bags. And so now on my cruise, I'm down to like one kind of like travel on tote bag. And I put the stuff that's valuable to me, I carried on the actual ship. And I realized that what's really important to me. So I'm first going to start with the Royal Caribbean list that goes with the 11 must pack items for a cruise. And you all just tell me whether you like, if you agree with those items, you can do like, I think put up like palm trees or something, the emoji. And if you don't agree, just comment about what you think is more important. So this first one says like to bring a passport or birth certificate. And so that's like one of my items. I definitely bring that every time I go on a cruise because you just never know what's going to happen. The importance of bringing a passport is you don't need one necessarily to sail if you're coming back to the same U.S. port. But if you get stuck over there, let's say you missed a ship, you need a passport to fly back into the United States. So it's important just to carry that with you. Um, it's good to have a birth certificate because you can use your driver's license and a birth certificate. But I think it's essential, like if you're going to be traveling a lot, go ahead and get a passport, invest in it. It's worth the money. It's so easy to do. When I was going on the trip last year with Marlena, I went and helped her get her passport, and we had to get her birth certificate. But I figured it all out, and it was just a pretty easy process. So if you need help with it, I'll be sure to like help you or guide you in the right direction. But I think it's totally worth it. You can get a passport card. They have those. I think I got that for my first cruise. Only reason why I got that one is because I couldn't afford to get a passport at a time, just because I was having to pay for school out of pocket, and so I know I wanted to have something like an ID form, but I never used the passport card for anything. So I think that's just a waste of money. Just invest in a passport. It's totally worth it. And by the way, so I had initially planned on doing these at 10:30 on Fridays Eastern time. I know like it's showing at 5:30 for at some places, just because the iPad I have now is synced to Pacific time and I have to change it. But my computer's synced to Eastern time, so I'm on the East Coast. I prefer to do these at 10:30 because typically Friday nights are my nights off. I may be on campus still, like doing some lab work, so 8:30 I may get out of campus, and it gives me time like an hour to settle down, get situated. But I was done earlier today, so I said, let me go ahead and get this over with so I can enjoy the rest of my night off. But anyways, back to the list. Okay, so carry on. And it seems like this list is just very like general, because I'm thinking, when I think of must-have items, I'm also thinking of things that like outside of your clothes, because we know everybody's going to want to wear clothes for your trip. So, but this is referring to having carry-on clothes in your carry-on luggage that you actually bring onto the ship. So if you have a heavy bag, like if you have kids or family and you want to check most of that so you can get the porters to take it on the ship for you, you may want to go ahead and put an outfit, like just something thin, something easy to grab for dinner or something, in your like carry-on purse, or like a book bag you can put on your back. Just because when like your luggage may be delayed for whatever reason. I know sometimes like if you accidentally forget to take your drinks out of your bag, they might keep your bag for a while to search it. Maybe there's a delay with just how many bags they have. Like I think one cruise, usually my luggage is there when I get to my room, but the latest I've gotten it was like maybe like 7 o'clock the day of. Five, I would say. But other people I've seen, like the third cruise I went on, I know the girl was waiting till about midnight that day to get her bag back, but she had put a bottle of wine in her bag. She forgot to take it out. So just be mindful of that, to have like a carry-on outfit so that you don't have to go to dinner smelly if you've been traveling all day, or put a swimsuit if you don't want to go to dinner. Maybe you want to go in the pool. All right, portable charger. Yes, 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 yes. I think that is so essential. In fact, I really like the brand I have, and I want to show you all what it is. I have to go get it. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see. So, sorry about that, but I really like this power charger. I got this when I was doing my delivery service for groceries because my phone kept dying. But I like this brand just because it has three plugs, and when you press it, you can see how much life it has left in it. So one full light means that you have enough charge to charge one phone. I find that it can last for more than one full charge, but it has four of those bubbles. So this lasts a pretty long time. I think it's best to like charge it maybe for 16 hours, but it will last your whole cruise. And so I think like a portable charger is something you must have, especially in today's time. Then it comes in like for a case here, and you can charge it in the case, like, and it won't overheat because of the mesh work, but it just travels like that. And it's so easy to put in your bag. All right, so portable charger. I mean, it's pretty straightforward why you would want to bring that. Any comments about this list? You guys are kind of quiet tonight. Okay, so number 4, formal attire. So you do want to bring a dress item. I would say you want to bring something nice, like dressy, to wear on the cruise because it feels good to look nice. Now, it really depends on what kind of ship you're on because some ships, like brands like Carnival's, very relaxed, so you might not have to dress up often, or you may not want to go to a dining area and dress up at all. So I guess it really just depends on it. It is optional. I don't know if I would say that's a must-have. For me, it is. Like I know I want to have like at least one nice outfit in case I want to take pictures or something with it. But it's really up to you whether you want to wear a suit or not, or a nice dress for your cruise. Okay. Number 5, quick drying cover up or a pair of shorts. That's for like swimsuits. That's important because when you go in dining rooms on a cruise ship, you do need to put a shirt over your like swimsuit. You can't go in there with like a bare back and no pants on. You have to wear not no like any pants on, but you can't go in there in your swimsuit basically exposed. People do, but it's just not like cruise. It's not really like cruise positive, like for the culture of the cruising community. So just go covered up. It's going to be cold anyway, so like just bring like a shirt or a pair of shorts you can put on when you're going in the dining room, just because the air conditioner is going to be blasting, so you can be cold, and it's nice. It's just decent to be covered up while people are eating. All right, number 6, they have aloe vera, and I'm assuming they have that because a lot of people get sunburn. So I don't think that's necessary. I think it's more important to bring sunblock, like in a nice, like maybe a high SPF sunblock. I know once you get to a certain amount, it doesn't matter how high it goes from there. It's at max anyway. Like so, 30 SPF may be like max that your body can absorb. But you can. I have some that's 70 SPF. I've had that for a while, and then I'll buy them like every year. And so I like to just like, I don't even bring lotion when I'm going off the port. I just spray myself, put the lotion on, sunblock lotion on first, and then I spray the sunblock screen over me so that I make sure I'm covered. And then I bring this spray out when I'm going to the beach just to make sure that I'm going to reapply after some time. And that's to prevent myself from getting sunburn. I think that's more important than bringing aloe vera, but if you do burn easily, maybe you do want to bring that because it's like a calming effect it has. Okay, so for number 7, this list mentions the right mix of shoes. And I would agree with that. I would even say that you really don't need many shoes as you think you do. You probably need one good pair of sneakers, just because when you're on the port, you want to walk in your sneakers. If you walk in flip flops, your feet are going to burn. They're going to blister. It's a lot of walking. If you're, I mean, even if you might take a taxi to the beach or something, but if you have to walk around a lot, you're going to want to wear sneakers for that just because it'll protect your feet and it's good support. Then you may want to bring a pair of heels or dressy flats to wear for dinner, and then of course your flip flops and or shower shoes. So I think 3 pair, like no more than 3 pairs should be enough, unless you just like to carry that much stuff on a ship. And again, on my first cruise, I had way too many shoes. I had pretty much like I took 1 pair of shoes for every 2 outfits I had, and I had almost 2 outfits a day. Way too many clothes and shoes. Okay, number 8 says long pants and socks. And again, that really depends on where you're going. I rarely bring pants on cruises. I didn't bring any on the solo getaway cruise in July, just because it's warm. I don't need them. I bought a pair of like for traveling. I travel in like gym pants, like something comfortable but doesn't look sloppy because I want to be comfortable when I'm traveling a long distance. But I don't think it's necessary for you to bring long pants and socks. Socks, maybe just to go for your sneakers, but it's totally up to you. Like, I wonder who this list is tailored to. Okay, number 9, it says binoculars. I know that might have been popular like way back in the day, and if you've been cruising forever, maybe you can comment. But I don't know of a lot of people who bring binoculars on an actual cruise ship. I imagine it would be nice to see things further out into the ocean, but I don't think that would be necessary. I wonder, that's, I don't know, interesting to me, but there are reasons like of course you don't have to bring them, but you may see like a dolphin or something out there, and it'd be nice to look with your binoculars. Huh. And I'll go ahead, and since I see the rest of the list, I'm going to go ahead and mention what I think should be up there. I'll wait. Okay. 10, they have Pashmina. Oh, Pashmina. Okay. So that's just one of those, if you don't know what that is, that's like a little cover you can put over your shoulders. And I have about 2 or 3 of those. And so I think it is nice to have, but you don't have to have a Pashmina. If you have like a jacket or something, I think that would be a must-have item, because this list is all about the must-have things you should have for a cruise, and I don't think they really tackled that list pretty well, because I don't think you must have some of those items. But Pashmina, or a jacket, something to cover your shoulders, because it gets cold on the upper deck at night, especially with the wind blowing. It can be warm outside, so you're gonna want like something to keep you nice and warm, because you don't want to miss an opportunity to see a full moon on the ocean, to see the sunrise. Those are all good moments to have. I have lots of pictures from those experiences, but of course they never look like they did in real life. So, okay, and the last thing it says is bring wrinkle release spray. I think that is a good must-have if you're just a throw the clothes in your bag type of person. That would be a really good item to have for you, because your clothes are going to wrinkle easily when you travel, so that way you can spray it and just hang them up, and the wrinkles will kind of like ease out. But if you know how to pack, you can iron your clothes and then pack them like easily, just fold them, and when you hang them up, they should pretty much come out real nice and straight, like without many wrinkles at all. And if you just hang up, like just hang them in your closet when you get on the cruise ship, it should be fine. I think if you just iron your clothes before you go on it, you won't have to worry about bringing that. Because think about it, the wrinkle release spray, that bottle could leak out and get on your other stuff. So just keep that in mind if you're thinking about bringing that on a cruise ship. So that's the 11 items that they mention. Of that list, again, I think passports, a portable charger, the right mix of shoes, and a pashima or a jacket are what I would agree with. So that's basically like 4 items. Passport. Okay. So I would add to that list a good pair of sunglasses. And I'm going to show you how you want your sunglasses to look. So when you go on your cruise, you want your sunglasses to, and they can be any kind of generic brand. It doesn't matter. The biggest thing is you want to make sure it has UV protection, and the sun will be coming, because the rays are intense when you're going closer to like the equator. You want to make sure that you have sunglasses that cover like around your upper eyelids, that you want to cover around the sides here to block that sunlight, because it's still going to be entering. And so these are an older pair I have. And so I couldn't find the ones I wear normally, but like they're going to cover, make sure they cover all around. But even these wouldn't be the best here. They're better, but there's some that open up here. So you can still find stylish sunglasses to wear, but you want to make sure that they actually cover your whole orbit area to prevent like your eyes from getting like skin cancer or anything. Okay, so I also mentioned earphones. I think it's important to bring something like that, just because there's times when you may want to listen to music or just kind of relax without hearing so much outside noise. And so it's good to have, especially if you have a roommate. It's going to be important to have earphones, because if they snore, or if you want to go to sleep early and not hear them, like, or just be in your own zone, it's good to have it. And I think it's important to bring a camera. That way you can take pictures and record videos of your trip, just to enjoy for you, or to take on and put them on Instagram. A lot of cameras are Wi-Fi enabled, so when you get to a port, you can transfer them. And so that would be my top 10 pretty much, because I have camera, sunblock, sneakers, jacket, earphones, sunglasses, and then I would take from their list passport, a portable charger, and yeah, so I got 8. I didn't get 10 because I'm trying to think of the must-have items that I would want to bring. But number 9 and 10, you can say a positive attitude and just a desire to have as much fun as you want to have. Those are my top 10 things to bring on a cruise. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and get off now, just because I can take care of some things and finish relaxing tonight. I will be on every Friday. I'm probably going to wait until 10 o'clock. And Shara and I are still working out the details for the solo cruise getaway. We're getting closer to deciding which month it's going to be. But again, details will come mid-October. So you all have a nice night. It was nice meeting you, Amaret. I did not hear from you the rest of the time, but usually you guys can just chat in and ask questions, especially if you're a first-time cruiser or you haven't been on a cruise, and I'll just answer them. But I'm going to go ahead and go to bed now. So you all have a blessed evening. Bye.